So here you go, a trig question. Angle of depression and all of that stuff. From the top of a lighthouse 300 meters high, the angle of depression of two ships, which are due south of the observer, are 60 degrees and 30 degrees. How can I find their distance apart? Okay, so let's start doing this. Now, let's start labeling everything. So what we have two ships. So there's one right here. Let's call this ship 1. And there's ship 2 marked by a little star there. Now, of course, if you draw, and this is due south, it's kind of west, but just think of it as south. This is the lighthouse, all right? Now they're saying the angle of depression. The angle of depression is done with the top there, the horizontal. So this here is 30 degrees, obviously, and this is 60 degrees. And since this is parallel to this, then you could just say this is then 30 because alternate interior angles, and this is 60 degrees, and then you could just ignore all of that stuff that you did on top. So that's what the depression, the angle of depression is. Now they want to know how can I find their distance apart. So what I'm trying to find right here, I'm trying to find the distance from ship 1 to ship 2. They also gave me special angles, and then we remember that special angle triangles are given to us. And let's say they say, oh, you cannot use the calculator for this. Then you'll have to work with the special angle triangles, or this special angle triangle, the 30, 60, 90. And if we're doing this and we want to find the distance in here, so what you're going to do, you're going to, first of all, they said 300 meters high. That's how high the lighthouse is. And so what I'm going to do, I think you have to find, I'm just going to mark that with a different color right here. So we have to find this distance right here, all of this distance right there, and then find this distance and subtract them from one another, and that will give me the distance between the two ships. So I'm going to call this y and this is x, okay? So let's go and find the distance of y, so the distance between the ship 1 all the way to the lighthouse. So since I have the opposite and I'm trying to find the adjacent, then I go tan 30 equals 30 over y. Always, if your unknown is on the bottom, just exchange this with this. It's part of cross multiplying, but you could just do it really quickly and say, you know, this is y equals 30 over, or 300, sorry, there, over tan 30. This is the angle 30, and then the height is 300. Again, when you have something tan 30 equals 300 over y, the unknown is on the bottom, just exchange these, and this is solved for you. So now this will give me 300 divided by tan 30. So you go to 30 right there. Tan 30 is opposite over adjacent, so it's over 1 over root 3. And this is the same as 300 root 3, because as you see, it's 300 divided by 1 over root 3. You change it to multiplication, you flip the divisor, it's root 3 over 1. It just gives you 300 root 3 if you want to see how it's done. Now, how about the 60 now? We want to find x. So if we want to find x, then we do tan 60 degrees equals 300 over x. Again, the same thing, cross exchange or switch them. So x equals 300 divided by tan 60 which equals 300 divided by tan 60. Tan is opposite over adjacent, so it's root 3 over 1. So root 3 over 1, just root 3. So this is what x says. Now we want to find the distance between the two ships. So I'm just going to switch back to black. Sorry, that I meant to write a question mark there. That's what I meant to write there. So you're finding the question mark, which is the distance between the two ships. So the distance apart equals it's y, which is 300 root 3 minus 300 over root 3. And if we want to find this in exact value, root 3 will be the greatest common root 3 will be the least common denominator. So this gets multiplied into here and you get 300, and root 3 times root 3 just gives you 3 there. So 300 times 3 minus 300. I'm just going to take this right here. So this is going to give me 900 minus 300 over root 3, which gives me 600 over root 3. And if you want to rationalize the denominator, you multiply by root 3 over root 3, which gives me 600 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is just 3. It's root 9, and square root of 9 is 3. Also, root multiplied by itself, you just lose the root, and you have 3 there. So my final answer will give me 600 divided by 3 is 200 root 3. And that's your final answer right there. Again, if it's a calculator question, you could just plug in tan 30 in the calculator, and your final answer will be in decimal form. This here, your final answer right here, what we call exact values. So this is the exact value for the answer for this question. And that's it for this question. There you go. One more question in Trig word problems involving indirect solving. So it's not straight to the point. They want you to indirectly find something, and this is another question like that. Again, your support to this channel, share with others so they could benefit. Go ahead and push that like button, subscribe. Thank you for watching again. Bye-bye.